Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 11 starts now.
Michigan's coronavirus numbers, Wayne County especially, are increasingly becoming some of the nation's worst. And now comes word that Beaumont is closing its Wayne emergency room to prepare for a surge of even more patients. Thanks for being with us. Cases are climbing not only here in Metro Detroit, but also for the rest of the country.
Tonight, the U.S. now has the most confirmed cases in the world, more than 82,000. That means more than China. Jason Colthorpe at Beaumont Hospital in Wayne, where the ER has been shut down. Jason.
Yeah, Devin, and we're looking at Beaumont hospitals across its network. 2 weeks ago, admitted its first patient. It's now at 650 patients with COVID, with another 200 waiting to find out what the test results are. On the verge of capacity for days, Beaumont Health has now temporarily closed the emergency center at its hospital in Wayne to get ready for even more patients.
The emergency room there will be a makeshift ICU. We'll create an ICU in that space and bring more patients to Wayne. So again, we can meet the demands that we're seeing in our emergency rooms.
It comes a day after Beaumont's CEO told the Detroit Free Press the pandemic was a tsunami, creating the hospital's worst nightmare. But COO Carolyn Wilson's outlook is quite the opposite, saying Beaumont's got this.
We plan for disasters. We do disaster drills for this very reason. We don't know what the disaster is going to be, but we drill. As part of that, we do what we call surge planning. We know at certain times we're going to need more capacity.
The news comes as the White House's coronavirus task force has now taken notice of the numbers in Wayne County.
We are concerned about certain counties that look like they're having a more rapid increase. When you look at Wayne County in Michigan.
Going to the emergency department when you don't have symptoms is not advisable, as those folks are seeing patients and are going to become overwhelmed.
Dr. Marie Lozon is a pediatric ER doctor and is stationed in the Mott Children's Hospital Command Center in Ann Arbor.
We're tracking this practically day by day, hour by hour, to see if this advice is having any effect. I can't say that it has yet.
And even with aggressive social distancing, she thinks things will get worse before they get better.
The most heartbreaking part of it is the number of people that are becoming ill. But there is some good news. The vast majority of people that catch this virus do not need hospital care.
Taking a good look right now at part of that surge plan here at Beaumont. That's one of several tents that I've spotted throughout the parking lot here at Wayne. We say the emergency room now shut down. We don't know when it will reopen at this point, but it is temporary, as they tell us, Devin.
Well, Jason, is there an alternative then for people in that area who may need to get to an ER?
There is. It's a little inconvenient. It's about 20 minutes away. The other Beaumont option, that is, which is they're encouraging people to go to the Canton Emergency Department or another hospital, but that one's 20 minutes away. So that's what they're going to do in the meantime.
Seconds count an emergency, of course. All right, Jason.
Well, just hours after requesting a federal disaster declaration, Governor Whitmer participated in a virtual town hall on Wood TV in Grand Rapids. Tonight, she says she's asking hospitals to prepare for a surge in patients, and she's asking the rest of us to do our part to help prevent the spread.
The more COVID-19 patients that are going to present in our hospitals in critical condition, the harder it is for any of us to be able to get the care that we need. And that's why, for all of our sake, staying home and mitigating spread is the most important, really the only tool we have right now, and we're asking everyone to do their part.
And earlier today, the governor sent a 26-page letter to the president asking for a federal disaster declaration that would be more funds available to provide services to people who need them. A number of other states have already received the declaration.
The first drive-through testing is going to begin in the city of Detroit tomorrow morning at the state fairgrounds. Earlier today, Mayor Duggan addressed who is eligible for the testing and how it'll work.
You can get a test when you have a prescription from your doctor. And we do not test if you don't have symptoms. We don't have the testing resources, and more importantly, when you test before symptoms, the tests are not reliable, which is why that every medical expert in this country recommends that you don't get a test without symptoms.
Testing is going to be done Monday through Saturday, 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. at the state fairgrounds. But again, in order to be tested, you need to first get a doctor's order and then set up an appointment. And you do that by calling this number, 313-230-0505, 230-0505. The city is hoping to conduct about 400 tests a day running through May 8th. COVID-19, of course, has canceled seemingly everything and squashed the hopes of one youth hockey team that was headed to the state championships.
And now their parents are out of $4,000 for the bus they were renting. Mara McDonald is live in Novi tonight. Mara, any hope of them getting a refund here?
Kimberly, I think that after all is said and done, I think there is a real chance that they're going to get a refund, but there's a lot going on here. Let me show you. Loudon, Chase, Brandon, and Griffin.
It's like you're like brothers.
Friends who play on Little Caesars 16U boys travel hockey team.
How hard have you guys worked this season?
Every day. Every day.
Practices were terrible, I'll be honest.
Skating nonstop. Like I literally felt like I was gonna die.
They did really well and were headed to the state championships in Marquette, which because of the COVID-19 outbreak were canceled. Griffin's mom, Amy, called GTS Transportation, the bus company, to get a refund of the $4,000 plus they'd paid for transportation.
The general manager has been quite smug to deal with.
Telling Amy, the coach, and the team manager, no refund. Too bad.
I offered to meet them in the middle somewhere and say they could keep a 20% for clerical and business fees. I was flat out told no.
She took her frustration to Facebook, and more than 3,000 shares later, GTS has been getting hate mail and calls. I skipped over the general manager and spoke directly to owner Bill Cox this evening.
I literally lost all my income. I lost my business that I've been building for 15 years. And literally overnight, I just lost every single run I had, every ounce of work I had, and I don't know when this is going to happen.
Cox is struggling. He's had his people file for unemployment while he tries to pay for their health care. He disputes his general manager has been a jerk, but understands everybody's frustrated.
We need our money back. I don't have that much money to give back.
I got it.
Back here live, after listening to Cox, I think you can agree that he sounds extremely worried that his company is going to be able to survive this in any capacity. We talked about looking forward, if things even out in a couple months or weeks, could it be possible that this team could get a refund? He tells me yes, but right now he simply does not have the money to give back. In talking to Amy and the boys tonight, yes, they'd like to have their money back sooner rather than later. They're willing to wait a little bit and see what happens. We're live in Novi tonight. I'm Mara McDonald. Back to you.
Yeah. All right, Mara. General Motors, meanwhile, temporarily cutting, or I guess you could say delaying, pay for thousands of salaried workers. 69,000 workers around the globe are going to have 20% of their pay deferred beginning next week in an effort for the automaker to save cash during this crisis. The reduced pay would then be repaid in a lump sum with interest, we're told, no later than next March 1st.
A Wayne State student is back home tonight after being stranded in Peru. Mohamed Taha left the country back on March 11th to visit family, but became stuck once the U.S. government closed the border because of coronavirus. He tells us he was able to fly back earlier tonight and is now resting at home.
Well, it's a wet night across Metro Detroit.
Yeah, Ben is at home tracking those showers and looking ahead to the weekend, right, Ben?
Yeah, Kim and Devin, those showers actually coming to an end tonight. We've got a lot more, unfortunately, coming for the weekend, but we can squeeze in some nice stuff tomorrow. Let's look at 4Live Radar, which has got the last of those showers just sort of exiting the south zone. You can see them down there south of Adrian and Monroe. They'll be gone within the next hour or two, and then we're looking at much nicer conditions as we head towards the rest of tomorrow. However, parts of the area for Saturday under a marginal risk for severe weather, and that includes mainly the south zone right now, although it is definitely possible that that area could expand further off to the north. Tomorrow morning, expecting temperatures to start reaching the low 40s, and we will start rising from that point. We'll expect to see the 50s by the afternoon. Coming up, we'll look at that storm potential that we're expecting this weekend and when we can see some better weather on the other side, all in a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben, some breaking news to pass along now. Just in from Southfield, a 2-year-old has been rushed to the hospital after falling out of a 9th-floor apartment.
Happened at the Reserve of Southfield Apartments, which is on 9 Mile Road between Greenfield and the Lodge. Police say the child fell out of the window of the apartment, but the child survived the fall. Last word, the child's been rushed into surgery. We will bring you new information overnight on clickondetroit.com, and we'll have the very latest on Local 4 News Today starting at 4:30. But our prayers with the child and the family.
With thousands of Metro Detroiters either laid off or losing hours, there are some companies actually hiring.
New tonight, Help Me Hank revealing some local businesses who are looking for workers right now.
And it was something every single American needed to get done by October. Well, tonight, there's some good news.
And while we're all being asked to do our part to flatten the curve, it may be a while before we see results. Dr. Frank McGeorge to explain that next.
Let's all take a deep breath. Remember that we have made it through tough times in this city before. In every crisis, think about what allowed us to rise above and come out stronger. Our love for this community, working in unity, and taking care of our neighbors. And if this challenging time teaches us anything, it's that we really do need each other. Detroiters are gritty and tough, but know that strength comes from having each other's back. Together, Metro Detroit, we will make it through this crisis too.